She banged on my gate like she was trying to wake the dead. I'm not kidding. 7:32 in the morning, I was still in my robe, coffee half brewed, and this woman, this large, loud woman with a clip-on HOA badge swinging from her chest like it was official FBI business, was standing there yelling, "You have to open the gate. This is our property now." And I swear, I just blinked at her for a full 5 seconds because ma'am, what the hell are you even talking about? So here's the deal. I own the land. Like, literally own it. Not rent it, not lease it, own it outright. 5 duplexes on a quiet street, all rented to tenants, and I built a private fence with a remote gate at the entrance to give my folks some peace. HOA Karen, let's call her Brenda, because of course it's Brenda, waddles over from her subdivision 2 streets down, huffing and puffing like she just conquered a hill. Which, technically, she did. Because this land sits on a tiny ridge just above their community. And apparently that bothers her very much. She says the HOA recently expanded its jurisdiction, and now my gate needs to stay open, for visual cohesion. I swear to God, those were her words. Visual cohesion. Like my gate was personally ruining the architectural harmony of her beige vinyl kingdom. I tell her flat out no. It's a private lot. It's not under their HOA. I have permits, I have deeds, I have maps. She stares at me like I just cussed out her pastor. Now, here's the twist she didn't see coming. You know how some HOAs outsource their management to a property firm? Guess who runs that firm? That's right, me. I'm not just the landlord of this lot, I'm the CEO of the company that employs the property manager for her HOA. So while she's out there flapping her gums, threatening to fine my tenants and call the city about unauthorized landscaping, I'm inside pulling up her HOA's file, typing up a lovely little email to her board president, and making one very decisive phone call. 2 hours later, Brenda's still on the street, now arguing with one of my tenants about the height of their sunflowers, when a black SUV pulls up. Out comes Mitchell, one of my senior regional managers, with a clipboard and a termination letter. He walks right up to her and says, "Ma'am, you've violated 3 clauses of our conduct agreement. You are hereby removed from all HOA liaison duties effective immediately." You should have seen her face. That shade of red. Not from the sun. She screams. She actually screams, "You can't fire me. I am the HOA," and starts ranting about lawsuits and defamation. But Mitchell just stands there, cool as ice, and says, "Feel free to file a lawsuit, but you'll be filing it against your own board. We're just the managers. You embarrassed them." Then he looks at me, nods, and adds, "Nice gate, by the way." I laughed so hard I nearly dropped my coffee. Brenda storms off, face blotchy, muttering something about contacting the mayor, who, by the way, is my cousin. But she doesn't know that part yet. Over the next few days, the fallout was glorious. Apparently, Brenda had been making a hobby out of harassing residents, measuring lawns, photographing recycling bins, threatening to report people who painted their doors the wrong shade of taupe. Turns out, nobody liked her. Not even her fellow HOA members. They issued a public apology on the community Facebook page, which she commented on, calling it a smear campaign. Then she filed a complaint with the county, saying she was terminated without due process. You can imagine how fast that got laughed out of the office. Especially once I forwarded the screenshots of her calling one of my tenants a gate gremlin. Yeah, in writing. Genius move, Brenda. Really airtight legal strategy. By the end of the month, she'd lost her volunteer title, her little badge, and cherry on top, her right to attend board meetings without prior approval. Basically, they ghosted her. Like a bad Tinder date. No more walkie-talkies, no more clipboards. Just Brenda. Sulking behind her blinds, peeking out every time someone waters their lawn. And my gate? Still closed. Still automatic. Still beautiful. Now with a tiny plaque I added just for fun that says, "Private property." HOA not welcome. It catches the sun just right. The last time I saw her, she was walking her dog past the fence, squinting at it like she was trying to shoot lasers from her eyes. But she didn't say a word. Not a single word. I gave her a little wave. She turned away. Funny, isn't it? How power feels so permanent until it doesn't. 1 minute you're barking orders through a gate. The next, you're locked out of your own fantasy of control. So here's my take: boundaries matter. Property lines matter. But so does knowing where your authority ends. Because if you go around swinging fake power, don't be surprised when someone swings back. With a lawsuit, a pink slip, or both. And if you want to hear more HOA horror stories that end with poetic justice, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, the tea only gets hotter from here.